Freelance, and there's two parts I'm going to break it down into. The first is going to be the base actions. The second are going to be the pin post series. So let's take a look at the base action first. So I got circle and square on the same side. As I'm dribbling the ball up, what I'm going to do is ignore the icon to pass it right now. I'm going to wait for a second. The opposite wing is going to cut all the way through to the near side corner. I'm going to pass it to him. Then back to the point guard. It's going to go instantly into a pick and roll, and then that corner is going to pop up and go straight into a post up with the player who was originally on the top. Okay, here's going to be the second look. I got square and circle on these opposite sides. I'm dribbling to the side with the big man. Here we got the zipper cut going on here. From there, I'm going to go instantly into a pick and roll. Okay, the two wings are separate again, so here comes the zipper cut. I'm going to wait for the around the world action. I can pass it to the big man now, or I can wait for him to come around, lead him to the inside, and get into the paint. Okay, and finally, from this alignment with nobody in the post on my side, swing it 2 passes, and it's going to go into a double staggered screen, and that would go ideally into a 3 or into a pick and roll. Okay, finally, if you're not going to post up and if you're not going to go through those looks, then the bulk of the gameplay that you're going to be doing is going to be the pin post action. Anytime you swing the ball 2 passes, it's going to go into that pin post look. So here we go, 2 passes here. We're going to get a down screen, which you can shoot. Okay, what we're going to do this time is we're going to swing it 2 passes again, but instead of shooting the 3, we're going to lead him into the paint. We're going to lead him to the inside to try to get into the paint, get that switch. Okay, after we swing it 2 passes, what we'll do is if neither of those options look very open, we can pass it to the player who just set us the screen and then hand it back off to him. Okay, here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to go 2 passes. Here comes the pin down. We're going to pass it back to the player who just gave it to us. We're wrapping around. At this point, we hold triangle, lead him to the inside, and then we can pass it for an easy bucket. Okay, one way to get through this is to wait for the zipper cut, pass it to the person who just cut, back to the person who you just gave it to. Now we're going to go 2 passes. Here comes the pin down again. Back to the person who just gave it to us, hold triangle. Pump fake if it's not open, hold circle, and immediately go into the handoff. From this point, you can go pick and roll. If you're having a little bit of trouble getting into the looks, you can pass it into the paint. This keeps everybody from cutting a little bit too much. We're going to go out. Here we go with our 2 passes. Here comes the down screen. Know the drill. We're going to pass it to the person who just screened for us. Triangle, pump fake, circle, get the handoff. We're going to go pick and fade this time. Okay, finally what we're going to do for the last step of this 2-man game, after the down screen, back to the big man that just screened for us, hold triangle, pump fake, hold circle, go immediately into a pick and fade, pass it to the big man, and then backdoor cut your guard. And that's going to be the end of the pin post. It's basically a really good opportunity for you to use your 2-man game. And then as far as the other looks, some decent pick and roll, some decent spacing, not too much off ball while you're posting up, but tons of post up options for your big man that's in the paint. There are some other looks to it, a little bit more complicated, a little bit unnecessary, but I will try to cover these in a future video. Thank you for watching.